There are not a lot of touristic things that I really want to do, but somehow Alms Giving Ceremony in Luang Prabang was one of the things that I was thinking that, yeah, it sounds interesting and I would really like to experience it. So one day I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and walked half an hour to the ceremony place. So I was there around 6 a.m. And as it is not allowed or it's not respectful to talk or make any noise at this event, I am fully recording the audio later. I was not recording any sound as it would be not like respectful and it would be disturbing the ceremony, obviously. So when I got there at 6, there were already a lot of people and they were just sitting on those chairs and waiting for the monks to arrive. So when I was looking at the people who were sitting there, I was expecting that there would be local people mostly and maybe some tourists who join this event. But to my surprise, what I learned was that most of the people who were sitting there to give the alms were actually tourists. So I think that was my first like kind of shock at this ceremony, that it has turned into this event where tourists can come and experience it, and it is not authentic anymore the way it used to be. And also another thing is that there was no like special feeling about this ceremony, like at all, because it was basically about people giving alms and their friends taking the best shot of them giving the alms. Yeah, so that was the vibe. The alms ceremony takes place every morning. It's very common in many countries in Southeast Asia, and it's common to see monks walking around in the morning collecting the alms. So usually people are giving them sticky rice, and it's considered that when you sustain the monks or give them the alms, that you would get some good karma in return, and your future is going to be better thanks to this. So this is very shortly the meaning behind it, but of course if you would like to learn more about it, you can just get into it and read more detailed explanations. So also when I was researching about it, they said that the people who should give the alms are devotees, so people who believe in Buddhism. I don't know. I personally don't think that everybody who were giving the alms there were Buddhists, but okay, you can never know the religious beliefs of the person. So I think like a lot of people have said that for them the most disturbing part of the ceremony has been the constant photographing and videoing that people are doing. But for me, it was really the fact that it seemed more like attraction for tourists that they can take part of. Like there are even packages that you can buy for almsgiving where they take you there and they give you the rice and supply you up to the end of the event, and I saw it happening. I saw when like the tour managers were just bringing more rice to people. So that was interesting to observe happening. So, what are some of the rules for the alms giving if you are planning to join? First one is like, of course, dress respectfully, like cover your legs and yeah, uh, don't show your shoulders. Second thing is that there should be silence. So while some tourists were just like yelling there to get the better picture, that was not maybe what should have been happening. Then there is like another rule that if you are participating, you should not disturb, obviously, monks with your photo taking and videoing. Um, in my opinion, people kind of respected it, but there were like some people who were taking photos with flash in the faces of monks, which was specifically written on these rules. There are rules presented at this place which you need to follow, and it was specifically written that you should not use the flash when you're taking photos. But I don't know if this person didn't read the rules, or there were few of them, or they just wanted to get their photo and they didn't care. So basically, as long as you are quiet, you take your photos or videos respectfully, you don't disturb the monks, and you are covered up, you should be fine. In case you decide to participate at giving the alms, there are a little bit more rules which you should follow, but all these rules are available and you can just read them and follow them. And here you can see the monks kind of like throwing away some of the food. So as much as I understood, this food goes to the poor people. It will be distributed later, and they give their like food that's not rice, some kind of other things, packaged goods. So mostly they accept the rice, and other things they just distribute to the poor people. And I think it's a really beautiful tradition. So also, at least we tourists, even when we might be spoiling or ruining the tradition, then we are contributing to the community at least somehow. And yeah, that's how the monks are collecting rice piece by piece. And I have seen this happening around already in different countries. Like, for example, in Thailand, one day I went to visit temple in the morning, and monks were just around there, and people were approaching them and giving them the rice. And I think I have like more authentic, and for sure I have more authentic and beautiful memories from these these moments where it happened naturally, and the people who gave the alms were actually the devotees and were like the local people. And yeah, so in conclusion, I can say that if you are in Southeast Asia for a short time, yes, this might be something that you don't want to miss, because you might not have another opportunity to see something like this. But if you're traveling for a longer time, that's not something that you should definitely put into your to-do list. Rather, I'm sure if you want to see alms giving, you could research a little bit and maybe find another place like where it's not that touristic and it's more authentic. So, but the morning was beautiful, and I was happy that I went there because I'm staying in Luang Prabang for 3 weeks. So it seemed like a thing that I should not miss. And actually, the nice part was that after that, I was also walking in town, and it was like such a great start for the morning, just to start walking around. And morning is a really nice time to walk around in Luang Prabang. Yeah, and here you see people are packing up and leaving.